Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our webinar today titled Program Management for the Aerospace Industry. Many of you we met during the recent Aerospace event in Fort Worth, Texas. And during the event, we talked about program management specifically for the aerospace industry. So this is an aerospace industry-specific webinar talking about program management based on PLM, specifically for the aerospace industry. My name is Frank Thomas. I'm with Adaptive Corporation. I'm joined today by my associate Tim Johns of our sister organization that comes under the name of Razorlead. Take a moment and kind of review our agenda. We'll take a moment and talk a little bit about challenges and risks that are predominant in the aerospace industry. We're going to introduce ENOVIA V6 specifically for program management. Tim will follow on with a detailed demonstration of the solution, wrapping up and reviewing some of the benefits of the solution, and then of course we'll have a session and allow time for questions and answer. In the upper right-hand corner of your screen, you have a chat interface that allows you to be able to type in questions as they occur to you throughout the webinar. Those questions will show up to your panelists today, and we will be sure to address as many of the questions as we can at the close of the webinar during Q&A. There's three takeaways for the webinar today to try and keep this very simple. The first takeaway is that in talking with many of you during many of you are struggling with missed schedule deadlines and unpredictable results throughout the lifespan of developing a product for a new program. So we want to make sure that we show how our solution addresses this. The second takeaway, many of you have difficulty and struggle finding project information. Depending on the size of your organization, that information can reside in a variety of places, on a variety of computers, in a variety of formats. So what we plan to show you today is our ability to be able to manage a variety of information in a single central location. Also during many of you brought up the other challenge of just struggling with new product introduction. One of the challenges that was clearly communicated to us is that when we do bring new products to market, we struggle in getting them through the development phase in a timely manner. We struggle with changes as they occur by customer requirements throughout the development phase. We struggle with managing the testing of those new product introductions and capturing all of that information and getting it through the process in a timely manner. So we plan to show you how this solution will help you address new product information in a timely manner. So again, to recap, the challenges that everybody has communicated to us: missed schedule deadlines due to resource bottlenecks. Many times in organizations, the challenge is not so much resources. There are resources in all of our organizations. The challenge that most people have communicated to us is really how do we manage those resources. Maybe you have multiple facilities that you could grab other resources and get them to collaborate at some point during the project, but there is the inability or lack of view of the availability of those resources. And so wouldn't it be great if I had some mechanism to collaborate with those resources and understand when they might be available to help me on a project? Poor decision making, use of outdated and or wrong information. Throughout the development process, we need to be able to make certain decisions at certain milestones, and our decisions are only as good as the information that's being presented to us at that moment of time. We struggle making the right decisions sometimes when I'm looking at outdated information, or worse yet, wrong information, and I'm basing my decisions on that. Difficulty finding project information. Again, this is that issue of having the information exists in the organization, but it resides in a variety of locations in a variety of formats, which results in unpredictable results. I need to have a single source of the truth. I need to have a single point that I can go to and reliably have correct information so that I have predictable results. And in the end of the day, I spend a fair amount of time reporting status and updating my management because my management doesn't have any visibility to where we are in a program. Wouldn't it be great if I had some kind of a simple dashboard that I could provide the management in the organization so that maybe I'm spending a little bit less time on management reporting and more time on my key function, which is development and/or new product introduction. So with that, I'd like to introduce our technical presenter today, Tim Johns, that is going to step us through the solution of ENOVIA V6 for program management.
I'm going to start to discuss with you about program management. And first I want to take a look at the traditional PDM world. In the traditional PDM world, we manage bill of materials, CAD and documents, and workflow and lifecycle. But it's really more about that. As you can see, these are all those CAD elements I spoke about in the PDM world. But today it's more than that. We have to manage and do it effectively with programs and projects within an aerospace organization. So is it all about CAD? Not today. As you can see, the needs have changed. As the government and customer requirements grow, we need more ability within PLM to manage all these actions. Material compliance requirements, ITAR, quality, suppliers, sourcing. That all comes down to program management, and the needs increase daily. And you can see the way ENOVIA is structured, it's a lot of information that's shared within an enterprise. And you can see the BOM is the centerpiece for this information being shared. All these items around the bill of material interact as an enterprise and give the BOM, give the ability of the enterprise to manage the BOM more effectively. What is essential and what is an accelerator? Essential is a set of tools for a given discipline, such as a designer, a buyer's desk, a project manager. So essentials are the toolbox, so to speak, for the discipline within an organization. An accelerator is the best practices for a given vertical, such as aerospace, such as apparel, such as automotive. And what this equals is low customization for the people that own the software. So in other words, you're not spending all this money on development. And I just want to touch base on the cloud. The cloud enables companies to access global resources, such as enterprise resources, remote locations that you had problems in the past accessing, suppliers, fully integrating your suppliers into your system, and also engineering service providers, having the ability to reach out to a small company and utilize one or more of their resources for a given time period is huge with companies moving forward today. As you can see that right now I'm logged into ENOVIA, and one of the ways that we manage NPI is through templates. So in other words, when we create projects, we do it with a standard set of templates that have been created by the program management group. And it's very easy to do. As you can see, I'm going to go in and I'm going to actually create a project. Here's a list of all the projects that I have currently going on. I can access these projects at any time. And I'm going to create a new project here off a template. I can create it from scratch, which most people don't do. I can copy it from an existing project. I can import it from a Microsoft project file. But I'm going to create this from a template. And as you can see right here, I have two templates to choose from. I choose the NPI, the new product introduction template. And here's one of the nice things about ENOVIA is it asks questions as the template's being created. So the best practices and the lessons learned about a given project are asked up front, and then if I need these, such as new tooling, I can simply say yes, and it's automatically added to the project as the steps for new, in regards to the steps for new tooling. I auto-name it, write down my description. Choose a program. And I'm done. And my project start date. Just to let you know, again, ENOVIA is all about being on the web, and I'm accessing this server, which is located in Washington, D.C., and I am in Benton, Michigan. My project's being created right now. Now it's gathering all the information from this template and creating a brand new project based off of this template. As you can see right here, in my template, I have all the folders that are necessary for my project. I have all my tools as a project manager. And if I go down to my work breakdown structure, my WBS, all my gates and deliverables are included in this template. Pause. So for the NPI introduction failures being resolved, as you can see, templates ask the right questions. All the information folders that I need to do a project are automatically built. And with this, I can create a consistent project management process. I'm going to go into an existing project. And as I go in here, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at my programs. Pause. And as you can see right now, I've landed with and loaded all of the programs that I'm working on. And this morning, right now, I'm going to go into my aerospace engineering program. And you can see right now, I have 2 programs that are going on. And this is my dashboard. Looking at both programs that I'm working on, I can see where the current phase is, the slip days, the risks that are involved, what's going on financially. I have metrics. All this information is in my dashboard. So the visibility of what's going on within my project, I can readily see. This morning I'm going to work on my conceptual design. And I can see I'm in my power view, and we talked about having all the information in one location. In the past, we've had Microsoft project files, we've had documents in various locations or on people's workstations. All this information is scattered throughout an organization. And what ENOVIA does is it brings all this information into one location. So I have right here my work breakdown structure, which is all my WBS. I have my financials, in which I can track what's going on financially within my project. I have quality.